Former Bosnian Serb leader Radovan Karadzic says he should be rewarded for all the good things he has done. He opened his defense in his genocide trial at the UN War Crimes Tribunal in The Hague. He told the court that he was a mild and tolerant man.
Mr. Karadzic denies the prosecution case that although he was a politician, he was intimately connected to military decisions. They included the killing of over 7,000 Bosnian Muslims in Srebrenica. He's facing a charge of genocide for that crime. After 12 years on the run, he was arrested by Serbian police in 2008. To the astonishment of those who'd known him, he was living disguised as an alternative healer in Belgrade. Now 67, he embarks on his last battle, the trial, which began in 2009 and could go on for another 2 years.
He told the court that he did everything in human power to avoid the war in the Balkans 20 years ago. I succeeded in reducing the suffering of all civilians, he said. I declared ceasefires and stopped our army many times when they were close to victory. Karadzic went on trial at the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia 3 years ago. Prosecutors accuse him of responsibility for the shelling of Sarajevo when it was under siege by Bosnian Serb forces. He's also charged with genocide relating to the massacre of Bosnian Muslims at Srebrenica, the worst atrocity in Europe since the end of World War II.
Everybody who knows me know that I am not an autocrat, that I'm not aggressive, that I am not intolerant. On the contrary, I'm a mild man, a tolerant man with great capacity to understand others. But it is true that I was strict towards myself and others in implementing democratic decisions.
Well, this is the first time Karadzic's version of events is being heard in open court, and as he spoke, there were gasps of disbelief and shouts of liar from the public galleries, filled with survivors of the Bosnian War and anxious to see justice delivered. But the defence is expected to be prolonged, with Karadzic saying he plans to call hundreds of witnesses to support his case. The slow-moving nature of these proceedings in The Hague means that we could be waiting until 2015 or even later for a verdict.
Yet Karadzic told the court on Tuesday that no one thought there would be a genocide in Srebrenica in July of 1995. It's the kind of remark that's prompted outrage among survivors of the atrocities. Fikret Alić travelled to The Hague to be at the trial. He brought a photograph of himself in 1995. He's pictured behind the barbed wire of an internment camp.
I am still traumatized by the suffering in that camp. I was beaten so hard that my ribs were broken, my teeth fell out. I still take medicine to calm me down, for my physical and my mental health. And I never took medicine before the war.
Karadzic was arrested in 2008 after being on the run for almost 13 years. He now risks life imprisonment for his alleged crimes.
In many ways, Karadzic is adopting the same legal strategy as his one-time ally, the former Yugoslav president Slobodan Milosevic, who died before his trial could be completed. It's a strategy of turning the tables, of putting the trial itself on trial, and calling this tribunal a NATO puppet court. The defense Karadzic is undertaking of portraying himself as a humanitarian and the Serb people as victims is expected to last at least 2 years.